If he's not out there pursuing sex, if he's not being sexually active, what's the first thing that you think about?
He gay. Y'all found out. Y'all learned today. I'm a demisexual. I'm about to put it in my bio.
They were like, she just giving it out. No, I ain't. Practice.
So sex is awkward.
One fuck up, you're not getting
Get it eventually. Yeah.
like, girl, I'm finna walk off this seat.
I don't. Giving head is just like, why? Why would you want me to do this?
What is you talking about?
So when I hear people say I could go without it, or that means it's not good.
Damn.
I'm giving head before work. I'm doing all of the things.
If he's aroused, you're aroused. You don't care about no stretch marks.
The sex be so fast that
yeah,
only you having fun right now.
So right.
I'm thinking that thing just got out the toilet. Like, get it away from me. Like,
real, he ain't had no head, boy. He had a box spring and a mattress on some rails. Like, don't do that. That's gonna piss me off automatically. If you touch my coochie when we just getting started.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another cup of conversation.
Well, we have conversations that's worth having.
I am your girl T,
and I'm your girl Coco,
and we are back with Dr. Nikki for another episode. I told y'all last week, if y'all didn't see, that she is a psychologist, sexologist, and a public speaker, and now we got her on the couch to give us a little more couch therapy.
Yes.
First episode was great. We talked to relationships. If y'all didn't see, just go back and check it out.
Right.
But we got to get into the sex. We got to. Me and
Would
Coco
be
sit up here all the time and wonder how sometimes we go through like the exact same things, like we feeling the same feels, like. And I'm not gonna put this on every woman's back that turned 30 or that's stepping into a new mindset, or you know. But I do feel like there are periods where I'm not even thinking about sex. Like, it ain't a thought in my mind. I got too much going on. I'm trying to be the best version of myself. I told my therapist the other day, I wake up, hit the floor, and I'm like, all right, you better work out today. You gotta watch your diet, listen to a good sermon, watch what you put in your mind. I'm going. But sex ain't never even in that lineup of conversation. So why do you think that is? Is that every woman has that stage thing? Is it an age thing? Is it just a stage of life, like, or is that just me? Hey, Coco.
No, it's not just you. I think that two really important pieces. So one, when you're moving into this more adult phase of your life, right? At this point, you've also likely put on more responsibilities, obviously, which you just described, right? And we live in a society, in a world in which there's always some demand on your time or attention, right? And there's a sense of urgency and priority around those things. Then may have been your experience around how you've been socialized to think about sex. And then two, there's really your relationship to sexual desire yourself. So there's two sort of approaches to sexual desire. One is called spontaneous desire. Okay. And the other is called responsive desire. And a lot of women, so I don't want to make this like a binary thing, but I do find that a lot of women have responsive desire. And that means it's almost like you forget sex is in the other room. And until somebody goes, sex over there. Like, that's right. Hey, how you doing? Right?
Yeah.
Right. To bring that enough into your awareness for you to slow down and go, oh, that's that thing that I used to like doing. Right. And so there's like this cyclical relationship. The more you have to be responsible, do all the things, check all the things off the box, the more disconnected you can be from yourself sexually. So then if there's not something or someone to sort of disrupt that pattern, right, and turn your attention, remember that second door on the left down the hall? Then it does become easier for you to sort of continue to deprioritize the sex.
Can we talk about how we think about sex as a whole? I feel like especially when it comes to women, like you said, we have to remind ourselves of it. And I want to get back to a time, I feel like in my early 20s, I ain't have to remind nothing. I woke up and I was like, where's that?
Yeah.
Where, you know, especially if I had a man. If I ain't had no man, I ain't that promiscuous. But
Right.
if I got a man and it's there, I'm waking up like wondering where it's at. Like, but now I'm like, again, like I told y'all, when I wake up in the morning, how my mind race like that, it's never in the thought. And I feel like that's I don't think men get that. I think that they kind of wake up with the, you know, morning wood, and it's not too far back from the priorities in their mind. Like it might be third, fourth, but you know, it's in top 10.
Right.
For them. You know, for us it'd be like maybe top 30.
Damn.
Man.
So
top 30.
before you answer that, what role do you think emotional safety plays in physical intimacy?
I think it depends on the person.
Okay.
And so I also think it depends on if you're in a relationship or not in a relationship, right? Because this kind of goes to, I think, where we left off before, right? About you were saying love is sex and sex is love. And I was like, no, it's not. So
Coco she ain't no casual. She didn't have, when she say she ain't had no trauma, I like to tell her she didn't have no fun in her childhood. Like she's not a casual sex type person. So that when she said that was on point.
I think I'm more of a, like, what they call them, a sapiosexual. What is it?
Sapiosexual, like turned on by intellect.
Yeah, like turned on by like a real deep connection, like thoughts, things like that. Like I'm
demisexual.
Even when you was young?
What's demi? Tell me what's that.
So demisexual is a person who doesn't necessarily lead with sexual attraction, but when they're in the context of a really emotionally deep, safe relationship, their sexuality sort of like shows up.
Okay, well that's what I am. Y'all found out. Y'all learned today. I'm a demisexual. I'm about to put it in my bio.
Oh my gosh.
Real.
So let's slow down a little bit, right? Because I think the question that you really are getting at, and I think is really important, is how we are conditioned or socialized.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think part of what you're noticing around the gender difference is around how masculinity and sex is conditioned to be acceptable, and how femininity and sexual desire is considered to be unacceptable.
Right.
So there's all of these little expectations, beliefs, ideas that we have been filtering into our brains about ourselves, about what's acceptable, what's appropriate, what's okay, before we are fully developed enough to be able to say, do I believe that or not? So it's in there. Right. And so I don't know that men in and of themselves are automatically more sexual than women are. I think that people conditioned around masculinity and that are male presenting are allowed to be sexual without shame, without consequence, without judgment, in ways that women, girls, and femininity are not. Right. And then I think that further extends in terms of like how girls and women are socialized to be responsible for caretaking, for doing all of the things. And that there's only so many hours in the day. Right. The other part that you're talking about too could be some hormonal shifts, right? Like, so when you're in your adolescence, in your early 20s, you're in a hormonal state where access to your sexuality isn't something that you have to really reach for, right?
Right. It's there.
It's there, right? And our relationships at that age tend to also be lower stakes, right? More about fun.
Yeah.
More about playfulness and adventure. Not about expectation. But when we get into our 30s, late 20s even, the ideas around expectations, monogamy and settling down and marriage and serious relationships comes along with all of that other stuff, that the expectations for the domestic responsibilities, expectations for women to carry emotional labor in the relationship, all of that stuff. And the sexy stuff, the eroticism gets further and further away because there's more other things on the plate.
Do you think that just happens for women? Because I was just, as you were saying that, I was thinking to myself, as like a single woman or a single man, who would be out having more sexual fun, or who would be more sexually liberated? because of how society looks at things, or because of if I'm 30 or 30 plus and we looking at a woman, she's thinking about getting her career together and this together. The man's probably doing the same thing, but he's not as hyper focused on it, or I'm not gonna say stressed out about it, but it's not like it's not something that's plaguing his mind all day. He's doing it, and then he's probably like doing his thing too, doing whatever he wants to. So do you think that's just a woman thing where we get kind of caught up in it?
Well, I think it goes back to that, what you've been conditioned to prioritize.
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, a single man, heterosexual single black man who is attractive, well employed, just got something going on for himself.
Right.
If he's not out there pursuing sex, if he's not being sexually active, what's the first thing that you think about?
He gay.
I know you just got.
And I'm here to tell you.
I don't think that, but what I'm saying is that's what society thinks.
Exactly, right? And I'm here to tell you the gay boys are having a good time and they're not worried about you.
Right, exactly.
So he's not, he might be in denial about his gay, but you assume something is wrong, right? Because the normal association is
he should be having a lot of sex.
Single, sex, right? Yeah. If you just said yourself, when you are in a relationship, you don't really think about sex, right? Because you've been conditioned to deprioritize your sexuality in ways that men are not. Nobody would think anything is wrong with T for being single and not going out there smashing everything.
Because you're going to be deemed as a hoe.
If you do the opposite, then you are promiscuous, you're a hoe. Your behavior is aberrant.
Right, but that's all got to do with what we have been conditioned to believe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So, okay, so is good sex something you learn or something that should just come naturally?
Nothing comes naturally.
Really?
That is the biggest myth ever.
So we got to practice.
Absolutely.
What?
Absolutely.
Look, I knew I wasn't wrong.
No, I mean.
I knew I wasn't wrong the whole time. They were like, she just giving it out. No, I ain't. Practice.
So I've heard you ladies talk. You are Christian, obviously. And there's that. Not to make that a monolith, right? There's no one specific way,
right.
But there is a lot of implicit, sort of sometimes expectations that aren't very like said explicitly about how you're supposed to be, right? A good woman, a good Christian woman.
Right.
Okay, wait. So literally, that's our topic for the next episode.
Good Christian woman.
No, it's not that. It's that is the black. I'm giving y'all the next episode, but is the black church really preparing black women for marriage, or are they is it I feel like it's not as positive as we believed it to be.
It's not.
And I think the black church benefits from singleness. Okay, but I'm not gonna. Okay, that's my next episode. But,
okay, that's interesting.
But you want to stay for that one because you about to talk about some stuff. I feel like, but go ahead and go with your thought because yes, that you are onto something right there.
Yes, because there's like this expectation that if you then get married, right, to the person, because there is love, because there is respect, appreciation, all of that stuff, that automatically y'all are gonna be like having crazy, hot, sweaty sex all the time. And the reality is, one, if you haven't done enough of your own exploration around your own sexuality, if you don't know your own body, if you don't know the things that bring you pleasure, if you don't feel comfortable advocating for those things, none of those are things that just come with us, right? So then you get in your marriage and everything else could be aligned, but that's misaligned. That is a significant component of the relationship that then can affect the other stuff, right?
Right.
So being able to have the experiences and they don't necessarily have to be.
I was about to say, so you have to have sex before to know.
So I'm not Christian. So I don't have this belief that there is a sin or wrongness about having sex, right? So that's just my worldview. Right. I also am a strong proponent of solo sex, of masturbation, of learning your own body
first,
right? Because then when you are in a relationship where you want to bring in sex, what you're now doing is creating something that you two share together. So it doesn't mean that it has to be cheap or not important. It also doesn't mean that it has to be like this deep spiritual thing either, but that you have enough confidence and security in your own self and your own body to be able to say, I want to share this with you.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you something. I'm not getting something from you. We are co-creating a shared experience.
Yeah.
Therefore, I have to be responsible for what I like, what I don't like, what feels, what good, what doesn't, what's awkward, what's not. And that's the other piece. Sex is awkward. Like, sex is so weird.
And it's very vulnerable.
Body parts are like weird. Like,
because giving head is just like, why? Why would you want me to do that? Why would you want to put my mouth? You know what I'm saying? But like you said, it has to be some type of shared experience. That's what your man like. You know what I'm saying? Like you have
some women like giving head.
I know. We mess with people.
Oh yeah, I know. Like I got some friends that's like, oh girl,
all you gotta do is do it.
Let me tell you an easy way to do. I don't want to do it.
Why? That's where your pee come out. I don't want to put that in my mouth.
So you don't want him to give you oral?
No, I don't want. Really? I don't care to get no oral.
See, that's why I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie and say it don't feel good to have it, but
then why don't you want it?
Because I'm also thinking about the same thing that I'm thinking about when I'm giving head. I'm thinking about that your pee come out of here, and then when you sit on the toilet, this thing be in the toilet. See, like I'm thinking.
Look, you think I feel like you thinking too deep about it.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like.
So let's back up.
So when I do it,
it got okay. Sex is nasty.
Yeah, that's what
Period. Do you kiss? Do you tongue kiss?
So listen, me and my husband didn't really tongue kiss until like probably like when we got married.
Girl, I'm finna walk off this seat.
I don't really
I'm gonna encourage you to do some additional work around that.
Because
sex is nasty.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like that's the part that gets in the way of my mind. Like but let me say this. I ain't gonna say till we got married. I'm lying. We kissed before that, but like it was like a situation to where I felt like very heavily like romantic. Like it was like a romantic type of situation. Like just on a wham.
Do you mean aroused?
Huh?
Do you mean aroused?
Like yeah.
Okay, that's not the same thing as romance.
Well, it's not, but I feel like that's what was going on too. Like I was aroused, but I was aroused by the romantic part of it.
Okay.
So I just have to be all the way there first. Like I'm not just going in off rip like tongue kissing.
I'm glad you said that though, because I had a conversation with my homegirls last weekend, and I feel sorry for men. We were talking about how we were all like getting at a point where like it could happen every other month if it was up to me.
Right.
But they were saying that not because they didn't want sex. That it was more so like, man, I just got to be at a place where I feel safe and I got to feel, wanted. And it got to be like a whole, what they literally said was, it's like a whole day thing leading up to it. Like, you got to make me happy all day. One fuck up, you're not getting it.
Yeah,
like,
that's how I
screw
feel.
up, you're not.
But here's the thing. So what you're really talking about is the difference between desire, arousal, and sex. They're all different, right?
Okay, yeah.
And what your friends are talking about is
the desire.
There's not an experience of desire enough consistently to lead to their arousal to then be interested in having sex.
Right, right.
And you have to have all the pieces, right? The other part about, we're gonna come back to you.
Don't do
the other part about it is when women have good sex, they want to have more sex. So when I hear people say I could go without it, or that means it's not good.
Damn. It was good.
It might be pleasant.
It was good the other day.
Yeah.
But if it's good, it's not something you have to worry about. You're not gonna skip no meals. You're not gonna forget to eat.
Corey.
Okay.
Quiet on set.
Okay. And here's the thing. A lot of this comes back down to knowing who you are sexually, like really understanding your body and being able to advocate for it, about really being present during sex.
That's why it's
body in
I need another therapy.
so that you're not thinking about, ooh, pee came out of there 30 minutes ago. If you're embodied, you're not thinking about that, right? If you're embodied, and
how do you be embodied?
Like your brain is not going. You are engaged.
But you just told me I'm Demi.
No. You getting things confused.
Oh.
So we talk, one, that's orientation.
Okay.
Two, we're talking about the actual act.
We in there
right?
already.
We in it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you in it and you're like, I wonder what my belly look like. I wonder what this. Oh, should I do this? How long have I been doing that? Oh, after this, I got to get up, make sure I do that. You're not embodied.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's where I think that's where what's been like coming in lately, like these later years, like you said, adding the responsibility and then losing a little bit of the confidence that I had in my early 20s. You know, everybody confident when you 18, 19, 20, 21.
You don't got no stretch
like,
marks.
You ain't thinking about nothing. This is the best I am. Like, this is the best you thinking that might be the best you ever be. Yeah, like you see the material. It's here. I'm not even worried about, I'm not even thinking about it if it's not sexy. Like you said, like, do I think that I'm not in my stomach? Look, even if I did have a few pounds on me back then, that was not even a thought of mine, because I'm already like, this is it. I'm sexy. I'm there. I'm confident. But I think that's what's really blocking, and not even just me. I feel like that they may be blocking a lot of women. Yes. Like our confidence kind of roller coaster rides throughout our life. We go high in our 20s, late 20s and early 30s, we go low, and then we kind of go back up when we get that confidence of, okay, now we starting to handle our responsibilities. Our responsibilities ain't handling us. You know.
But body confidence is something that you have to be intentional about for yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
You have to be. And here's the other thing. If he has demonstrated that he's attracted to you, if he is engaging in sexual behavior with you, he already don't care what it look like.
Right.
That's you in your own head.
Yeah. It's the stuff you telling yourself instead of like
he ain't looking at that.
What he said. Yeah.
He is not.
I agree.
and if he is, then he's probably then not into you as a whole person.
Yeah.
He's objectifying your body.
Right.
And that might not be somebody that you want to share your body with. Right. But if you are in a context in which you have, as consenting adults, consented to do this, he is desiring you, you're desiring him, he's aroused, you're aroused. He don't care about no stretch marks.
Yeah. I believe that. Because men are...
I know he don't. I know, but...
Yeah, men are so visually attracted. Like, when they attracted to something, you can tell.
That's that.
Yeah.
So then you're getting in your own way.
Yeah. You're right.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so...
Go ahead. No, okay, so how do you not think about it, though? Like, how do you... What is that? What is the steps to not thinking about it? Because I'm not gonna lie, like, I would be like, I don't want to hear, because I don't want to spit. I don't want your spit on my coochie. Like, I cleaned this thing. I feed this thing. I don't. That's what I'm thinking.
So I don't think you like sex.
Oh, is that what it is?
It sounds like maybe you don't.
You always thought like that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I would say later on, like.
Well, no, I haven't always thought like that. I'll take that back. I feel like when me and because you know what, I take it back. I haven't always thought like that, because I remember vividly when me and my husband first got together, like, we used to have sex all the time.
You don't care where he came from.
And it would be before work. Like, it would be, I used to work at Dollar General. Baby, I'm be late on my shift. Like, I'm giving head before work. I'm doing all of the things. And it's just like, now since I got older, like, I be thinking about like, oh, that was nasty of me to be doing it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I haven't always been like this, but now I do be thinking about this.
I hate when I subconsciously think about things, because now, like you said, it's hard to get rid of the thought, because, like, this was my thing. My boyfriend get up early in the morning, like, and do his morning shits and all that, and he might take a shower after. But if I catch him before a shower, I'm thinking that thing just got out the toilet. Like, get it away from me. Like, what? I had never thought about that before. Like, before like the last 3 years, I had never had that idea in my mind.
I've
been
thinking about
that. And them things probably been in all kinds of toilets.
Okay.
Right.
So part of what you're describing is. When you have been in a long-term relationship, right? 6 months, like a year, right?
6 years.
6 years, a long time. So now the mystery is gone.
Yeah. Yes. Very much so.
So you have to be intentional about creating that, right?
Okay.
You have to move from, this is my roommate, my teammate, partner, husband, whatever, to this is the man that I desire, right? That piece is what was there for you before. It wasn't all the roles, all the labels, all the expectations. It was like, hey, right? So the piece of having that desire is what moves you to being embodied. Now, how do you do that?
Right.
It is exactly what your friends were talking about. You have to start thinking about foreplay as everything that happens after the last time you had sex. And I mean everything.
Like everything.
All of it.
Yeah.
All of it. So when you start treating your husband like a roommate, like the person that helps you pay the bills, like you start seeing him only as a parent. Nothing is sexy about that.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to be intentional about protecting that energy, that dynamic, that desire in the relationship all the time.
So what you're saying is we need some space. We need separate bathrooms, and we don't need to be seeing each other do all. Like,
listen, I'm not even convinced we're supposed to be sleeping in the same bed together. Like, I think that's just a condition. I really think probably of like white supremacy, if I'm being honest. Because think about it. If you go back to your own room, but y'all have a shared space, or you have a space that's just evocative of intimacy and pleasure and sex, and not the place where the laundry done been, the kids done done, you had to fever the other. Like, sleep separate, come together to have that good, right? And if that's not even what you want to do, also have space in your house that is sacred, that is evocative of eroticism and pleasure and joy. The more that bedroom gets cluttered, the more it's just as a place where you lay down.
50 Shades of Grey type shit.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say all of that.
Oh,
We don't go all the way to BDSM.
No, I'm just saying.
Although I'm not opposed to it, but you don't have to do all of that.
But what I'm saying is something separate, like weird. When we in here, this is what's going on.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree to that to a certain extent because my boyfriend travels for work sometimes. Anytime he's going away from that house, and I feel like this is my room, my kingdom, I get up when I'm supposed to. I sleep better. And then when he come back, it's like, yeah, you see what I did up here? Look at all this clean stuff and all this. Nah, I ain't seen you for a long time. I miss you. Like, it's something to that now.
Yeah.
You know what? Gets bigger house so we can have our own. Like,
everybody got
his book of stress.
Right. One of my favorite things, Netflix has a series that they've made. I wish they had done other seasons, and it's called How to Make a Sex Room. It's a whole series where this woman comes in and designs a sex room in people's houses, and it's not about having bigger space. Like, obviously it's a show that had a big budget and stuff, but it's like just having some space. Like, if you have just something, a chair, or you keep like some candles, something in the space to remind you that this is actually our sanctuary. It's separate. It's the place where we come together to be together and not just to move through the sort of robotics of doing life.
Right. Yeah. And I also think Black people need to get away from the space of weird sex or what's weird in sex. You need to find what you like. If you like handcuffs or you like minimal sex, like you like safe girl sex, you know.
I really don't though.
But no, if that's what you like, that's what you like.
But I really don't. I feel like when I think about, because now y'all got me thinking about like before it wasn't really no type of
boundaries.
No, like it wasn't like I remember being in that trailer.
Look, you ain't even care. That's the type of stuff I'm talking about.
Right,
like, right. In a trailer, that just threw me.
No, for real. He ain't had no head, boy. He had a box spring and a mattress on some rails. Like, I'm just thinking about it, like what the things that we was doing, like, and I'm like, dang,
don't
like we so far away from
that. You can be carefree like that again, though?
But like, you can't.
You can't. That's why I say I need another therapist. That's why I'm like, can I go to another one? Because like I need that part. Because like I'm working on the other stuff, but like I want even like with like foreplay initiation, like just the initiation. Me, I have a hard time initiating sex. Like it is so hard for me to just be like, okay, I do this, and my husband be laughing because he be like. Look, he be like, you know what I want you to do? And I'll be like, I know, I don't want to do that though.
So this goes back to that responsive desire piece, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And it also ties into our previous conversation. So that's where you have the conversation with your husband to say, you know, initiation is hard for me, but you know, once it gets started, we good. So let's think about how you can support me in initiating. Like, what can I be shy with it, and can I just do that? Like, would that be enough for you, or could I just send you a sext from the other room?
That's what I be doing. Like, I be texting.
Yes, right. Like, it doesn't matter how you get there, and that's the other thing. I think we have all of these other beliefs about. Like, oh, if we not giving him a lap dance,
we want to
not like grabbing his dick.
You know,
like it can be playful. Yeah. It can be different over time. Right. It can match the dynamics and energy of your relationship. It's just about giving yourself the signal and the segue to get there.
Okay.
I like that. I like that.
What's some foreplay? Give us some foreplay, like things that we haven't heard of, probably.
Like that.
What you mean you probably haven't heard of? Like,
because we only know. I mean, I'm speaking for me because she nasty.
Speak for you.
Because we like I only know like foreplay. Okay, like you do kissing, you do give you a little head, you do like.
Okay, so already we're in a formula.
Okay.
Get rid of that.
Okay.
Right. Think about it as so, and one of the things that if I could tell the world, it would be to stop thinking about penetration as the ultimate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just stop, because what happens is we then make sex linear. Mm-hmm. Like you just said, we kiss, then that moves to oral.
Yeah.
Then that moves.
It's like you're trying to get somewhere.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. As long as you're chasing the destination, you missing the journey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, making out just to make out, right? Experience your whole blueprint. You got erogenous zones all over this body. You got nerve endings all over this body. Mm-hmm. Spend time just caressing each other. Mm-hmm. If it leads to something more, that's great. If it doesn't, you also still been fully embodied and present. Mm-hmm. I talk about so co-regulation is one of the things I try to do with a lot of my clients. Mm-hmm. Taking the time out, lay chest to back. So who have one spoon, big spoon, little spoon, whatever, right? And just let your breathing sink up first. It'll happen naturally. Mm-hmm. And when you feel that, then let's just start caressing. Let's see. Mm-hmm. When's the last time you let somebody touch the back of your knee? Mm-hmm. And just see what gets lit up there.
Actually, you know what? It's funny that you said that, because I feel like I be trying to tell my husband, I be telling him it's weird because the places that I be aroused by is not the places that you think.
That's why you got to try them all.
But that's what I tell him though. And he be like, I'm just putting y'all out in my business. When we be getting like ready, he goes straight. I be like, don't do that. That's going to piss me off automatically. If you touch my coochie when we just getting started.
Yes.
That's going to piss me off.
Yes. Because
touch the back
you
of my
have
neck.
To, because here's the other thing.
Ooh, I be getting chills like right here on my back of my thighs. I be like, ooh.
So most men's sexual response cycle is linear. Mm-hmm. So they go from being aroused to erect to ejaculation to that, right? Most women's response cycle is cyclical. Mm-hmm. It's not straight.
Yeah.
And the arousal to ejaculation, the average is 7 minutes.
For who?
The average is 7 minutes for men.
Okay.
The average.
Sound about right.
The average for women to even get aroused enough is 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. The cycle is very different. Mm-hmm. So
y'all heard that? 20 minutes. Slow down.
That's all, it's almost triple the amount of time, right?
Yeah.
So part of when I say, are you having good sex? Because sometimes maybe the job is getting done, but you haven't been in your body long enough to be fully aroused so you can be out of your head.
Yeah.
So that's not going to be linear, right?
Well, I would say
we need to play around with slowing it down.
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
I think I'm almost a therapist then, sex therapist, expert, because I've been saying that. I've been saying like I don't think it's that I don't like to have sex. It's just that the sex be so fast that only you having fun right now.
So right. And so you're exactly right.
Now I don't even care to do it. It ain't on top of my
because it's not giving you any benefit.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I know this because also that time when you come, like that time, like right before your period and like right when you come off your period, you be so horny. Yes. Like I be waking up with a morning wood. Like I be dreaming about it. So I know that it's not that I don't like to have sex. It's just the fact that like slow this shit down. Like let's really get into, and that's why I say I feel like my sex style is not like a lot of women, even like T compared to T. Like T, like let's get this shit popping. Like I'm like, let's slow this shit down. Let's put on.
I don't think that's to blame like the men either, because like they used to like you said, it take them 7 minutes. Like they used to, and then look with social media and media is showing us like, oh, you got to get in there and get it done. Right. Like you the man, you get in there and get
No, because that's not true though, T. Because think about this. we talk about people that come fast, men and men. So why would that would be all the more reason to not be a men and men is to slow everything down.
No, but what she's saying is the expectation is to get hit it and
just
get the orgasm.
Yeah, yeah.
Or get the ejaculation.
Yeah, yeah.
And most men don't know that there's a difference between orgasm and ejaculation.
Exactly. Because
I listen that they can have an orgasm without ejaculating. They can have
That's what we do all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
They can have a prolonged sexual response, but most men are so socialized for the intercourse, the penis and vagina. Boom, 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 come, it's done, right? And really the best sex is when there is no rush to the orgasm, right? That and so play around with edging, right? Feel like you're getting close.
What's edging?
So,
girl, I just learned this like a week, like 2 weeks ago.
I probably know what it is, but didn't know. But it's edging, like basically like when you. I think women do this for their own self. Like when you know you about to come, but you don't.
Yes.
And then you wait so it can be better. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do that with masturbation, I know.
You can't give a man blue balls for doing stuff like that. Like, or
that's not a real
they be lying.
That's
I knew they was lying. They just wanted that.
Blue balls are not
I'm gonna
real.
walk off the set. They just wanted that nut so bad that they lied.
But it's also the conditioning.
God.
Blue balls is not real.
It's not a real thing. There is no scientific evidence.
I'm finna go beat some ass.
Oh, I can't wait till he say that shit again. I'm up.
We're gonna edge him out this
right. week. Bring out the edges.
We're gonna edge him up this week. Okay, to end this episode, I want us to all go around and give like a woman's fantasy. Like if it was to start off your way, the way you wanted to go, how would it go? Ooh. Y'all want me to go first?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this. I've been thinking about this. Okay, so like you mentioned that like sex ain't like how it is on a movie, but I just want to try it one time to see if it is. I want us to go to the bar separately. I'm sitting there chilling and he walk up and act like we don't know each other.
Right.
And then we leave the bar together and we go in the house and like open the door and like it's kissing all the way in the door and make it all the way to the bed. No. Fuck the bed.
Right.
Fuck the bed. We gonna stop in the living room. Bend me over the couch.
All right.
If that was if I could put together a perfect night, that would probably be how it go.
You could do that though.
I about to say I didn't.
You should totally do that.
I know, but like it's just awkward. Like especially after you've been with somebody for so long. That would
get you
on. That's what I'm talking about. Wig and everything. Like I want to act like we are strangers.
Yes. Or get the room in the hotel. Have a
staycation. That's what I did.
Even better. That's even better right there. Make it feel
and
like
you go to the bar at separate times. Go ahead and go.
Yeah. Matter of fact, let another nigga walk up first. Let another nigga walk up.
Exactly.
Put a spin to it.
Yeah. Yes.
But wait a minute. Okay. So mine would be. You know how you go when you go to like Cabo or like Mexico or somewhere anywhere really with a beach or whatever, and you know how they have the people that do the massages on the beach. Okay, so I want to be on the massage table and I want to be butt ass naked.
Okay,
and I want like you to have a whole bunch of oil and like I just want a massage like for the first like 20 minutes, like a real like don't try to do nothing, don't try to get nasty or nothing, just do all of the things like the. Touch the back of my knee, like it's all the things. And then after that, like, I want you to take one of the I want you to take one of like one of the leaves, like one like this. I want you to do a little something with that. I want you to do a little something on my back with that, like, you know. And then after that, and then wherever it take us after that. But like I want to be on the table, on the sand, like just whatever it take us after that. But I want that full like I want to come with the lead before I come with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to have the multiple.
Yeah, multiple orgasms.
Yeah, and not just an orgasm. I want to actually come. Like, I want to, you know what I'm saying? I think that's what another thing. I think a lot of women don't have actual, like, ejaculation. Like, they don't.
Yeah.
I think we get to the
orgasms.
And a lot of times we don't even get to the orgasm.
A lot of people are not having orgasms.
Right.
No, they might be having really good sex.
Yeah.
But having an orgasm is a very different experience. And having a whole body orgasm, there's all different types of orgasms you actually can have. Most women are not having those different types of orgasms.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely not every time, but I'm having them. But now that I think about it, it's definitely not every time.
Yeah.
Right. Oh no, it's definitely
Okay,
not.
Dr. Nikki. Give us your fantasy.
Because you know all of the things, so.
I do. But let me see. So I have a bit of an exhibition streak in me. So I think for me it would be in a shower. I'm in a shower like with the glass wall, and he's just watching me, but I know he's watching me.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm putting on a show.
Oh, you a kinky one. Oh, okay.
And then he strips down and he joins me in the shower, and I'll act surprised, but then I'll say, well, I guess since you're here, I could get you clean too. Maybe I'll start with my mouth. Oh, little head in the shower.
Okay. Getting the hell wet.
Get him all clean. He gets me clean again.
That's what I need to try, so I don't have to think about that part.
We go to the vanity, and then we have sex with him behind, and we both looking in the mirror. There,
girl,
set it up for me. I'm about to write that down right now.
For real. Send me this clip.
I'm just right now. No, cut that piece.
Cut that piece so I can remember. No, she didn't say do that. She said do. Get in the mirror.
Look.
Get behind me in the mirror. You're not in the frame. Get in the frame.
This was so good.
This was good.
So
this was good. Okay,
so
okay.
Good. One of my favorite episodes for a long time. I can tell I'm gonna watch this whole thing through. Like watching your own podcast is a different kind of like you connected. Like I liked it. Like I know I'm gonna watch this one back. Thank you so much for joining us and like
this is good.
Giving us this good insight, giving the girls, the audience, the good insight.
Because we know y'all need it too. Don't be trying to shame us in the comments.
Exactly. You got anything you want to leave the people with?
Well, one, I brought you all gifts.
Okay.
What I have is a product.
Okay.
Here, there's one for you. One for you. You can open it.
Thank you.
Oh,
okay.
thank
Two,
you.
part of what you were saying, T, it's called the Pleasure Pursuit. Okay. It's a journal and planner to help you prioritize your own pleasure.
Okay.
Open it up so you can see.
I love it.
Let's see into it. You can see this, Corey.
Yes.
Okay, this is
the
cute.
pleasure, Anna. Oh,
so look at the top. So what you do, you make a pleasure plan for the week, right?
Okay, yeah.
And you pick your theme. You see up there, we have playful, kinky, sensual. Here's what I'm learning about you, Coco. You are sensual.
Yes.
So you had to.
The feather. That's
yes, you have to communicate that with your partner. That you need to be.
You're going to love this.
Engaged.
Okay,
first, right?
Okay.
But then you can play around with a little kinky, and then you set your intentions. You give yourself sexual affirmations, pleasure affirmations for the week.
Give me a pleasure affirmation.
That my body is built for pleasure, regardless of what it looks like.
My body is built for pleasure,
regardless of these stretch marks.
Yes,
of what it looks like.
And then afterward, the week, you do your little planning for the week, right? And then afterwards, you was like, okay, how was it? Did I live up to my own expectations, right? Did I let myself down? Did I deprioritize my sex? If not, and then if I did, what did I learn about myself? So it's a reflection and a planner all together. So
oh my God, this is so
it's
good.
52 weeks in there. They're not dated, so you can start at any time. And I have some tips in there at the beginning, recommendations of where
personal
to start.
Affirmations, reflection prompts,
yes,
tips and strategies.
QR code.
I was
erotic meditation. And there's a QR code for that. So it's some goodies in there for y'all.
God sent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, you knew we needed that.
Yeah.
I don't know how you knew, but we did.
I do. I want Black women having better sex lives. I want Black women having better access.
I need to read about this sensual part because that is me.
Yeah.
That is me. I'm more like, I'm a lover girl. I want to be.
This was a good session.
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for having me. It's been a joy. It really has been.
All right, y'all. I hope y'all learned something this week, and we'll see y'all next week.